Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our G&A Podcast. I am your macho wrestling man, Sobroni, and I'm joined by...
And I am luscious sea otter, Jubidu.
Yes, and we're
sea
back.
Otter meat, excuse me.
Sea otter meat, specifically. And we're back for another week of pretty damn awesome, amazing shows.
Yeah,
one in
I would
particular,
say so.
But and I think it's on both of our minds right now. If I'm reading the mood correctly.
No, what are you talking about?
But before that, let us talk about Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 9. Damn,
8.
8. I think it's 9.
Nope, 9.
Yeah,
9.
like man, we're speeding through this series.
Yeah. First of all, before we start, I just want to say that this lineup has been so consistently good. Like, I'm so shocked.
You know, earlier today, I was just thinking, like, shit. We keep saying everything is good. Are we coming off as people who are just satisfied with anything, and we're not having any kind of controversial opinions about anything?
No. Like, it's just like I'm like, oh, I have choices. There's not like, oh, I have to deal with this anime next. Ugh, I don't have that feeling. I'm literally looking forward to every single anime that's on this list. Even Senran Kagura.
Yeah, me too. Like, even though, like I was gonna say, like probably the least two I'm looking forward to are Senran Kagura and Dakaretai, but even then, they're both still. They would be like mid tier any other season. So
exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. As you were saying.
So yeah, this episode we got to learn a bit more about Ryumuru's human form. He's also way more OP, even more OP than he was before, because he has his he's apparently gotten the powers of Ifrit now, so he's just fucking beyond broken.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Like, I mean, I saw that. We all saw that coming. So
yeah. I do like that he is just genderless as like a slime. He just has no sexual organ.
Yeah,
he's kind of androgynous, so that's kind of cool.
Perfect. Let's see. What do I have to do? I'm sorry. As you were talking, I was like messing with the speakers because I couldn't hear you too well. But yes, I agree with whatever you just said. But also, I am here for the new cast of ogres.
Yes, especially the pink-haired one. The pink-haired one is dope. I love her. She's already my favorite.
I actually like the samurais because they're like really cool. Like. He was so cool. They're like, "Whoa, we're talking," and the other guy just came by and sliced his arm off.
Yeah,
that was so dope. That was actually really cool.
They're all pretty awesome. I'm like,
wow, you're like the first thing to actually
put damage on him.
Represent damaging him.
They're all pretty cool. I'm surprised that it's so many of them. Like, they all look relevant. So I'm like, shit. They just basically introduced like 5 or 6 new characters to the plot.
Yeah, although I feel like the most relevant are definitely going to be like the prince, the princess, and like
the old man. Yeah, by far probably. I think the other female ogre was shown a bit in the opening and stuff, so she might be a little bit relevant.
Yeah, like I feel like they'll be there, like in the background. Yeah, that ability to combine skills is just like, oh, that's what you needed. The ability to evolve your skills and make them even stronger.
I like how the old man was able to tell which skills came from which enemies, though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It shows he has some knowledge.
Exactly. That was pretty cool. I'm so thankful that, eventually the female ogre was like, hey... They could have killed us like a million times over if they wanted to, but they haven't.
The only one with half a brain.
Essentially. The old man like, oh yeah, I'm so ready to give up my life and get like the heir to the clan killed.
Yeah, it's... I kind of like them for that, because they're like the only ones so far who haven't just like, oh, he's so powerful, let's not fight him, and let's just obey him, like... without any thinking, you know what I mean? Like the wolves did, like the goblins did. These people are actually like, yeah, we're gonna fight you if we don't like you. We don't care how powerful you are.
Yeah. Which is also a lack of, like, brain power, but...
The fighting was pretty decent, too. Seeing him use the different skills and, like... That's the other thing I really like. I like that he keeps using, like, they keep going back to the same skills and he's using them in new, different ways that kind of are interesting. It's not like they're one-off skills that he uses once and then we never see it again. Like,
yeah.
He uses the sticky web and the paralysis breath a lot.
Yeah, he's like a way better Naruto. But then again, so is everyone else.
It always comes back to Naruto with you.
Really? If there's ever an opportunity to diss Naruto as a character, I will go for it until the day I die.
Other than that, there wasn't anything special. It's like this was a setup episode for the rest of the arc.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So, shall we move on to what we really want to talk about?
Is that next on the list? Oh, it is! Yes! What I assume is going to be our episode of the week.
Yes, it is our episode
Golden
of the week.
Kamui, episode 8. Oh my god. First of all, let's take out the gay meat. Do you think we'll be demonetized if this episode's called Gay Meat?
I am 150% sure it will be demonetized if we name this episode Gay Meat.
But neither of them are bad words. One word is just gay and the other word is just meat.
You take it up with YouTube under my policy, we would not get demonetized for that. But you know what? This will be a social experiment. Let's find out.
Yes! Oh my god, that's all I wanted. Gay Reincarnated, gay.
Wait, if I use gay meat, can I put the @ symbol as the A for gay?
Sure. Cool. That'll make it pop more.
Yeah. We got this. We're gaming the system.
But yeah, but gay meat not standing. This episode is really good. Like, I feel like the other two were like, they were cool. This was like fine. It was like whatever. But then this episode was like, it just picked up right where it left from being awesome like a few episodes ago. Mm-hmm. And even though like nothing really happened this episode, like literally all that happened was like they stayed in two people stayed in a boat and the rest of them stayed in a house. But yeah,
that's why it's so awesome. Like even though nothing really happened, it feels like so much happened because it's so crazy.
It really, really was. So yeah, I didn't think. First of all, when they started cooking the meat. Mm-hmm. First of all, I love how like Ogata literally just was like, "Oh, I feel weird. I'm gonna pass out." Like in my mind, I feel like he's like, I'm such a sociopath that's like, what is like being gay? I can't even do straight, right? I'm just gonna fall asleep. Mm-hmm. Cause you know, as much as I'd love to see them all be all like, oh, I'm also super gay as well now. I feel like that doesn't suit his character.
Yeah, they all kind of stayed within character for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
That scene is gonna like launch 5 million fanfics.
Are you fucking kidding me? That shit was like literally like a doujin without the sex. Like you want? Well, like I think this beat Dakaretai.
I was gonna say that this was actually this week's episode of Golden Kamui was more homoerotic than Dakaretai.
By far. What?
I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. They were just wrestling. Nothing straighter than wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're wrestling?
All I saw was 100% pure, straight, adrenaline-filled wrestling.
Oh, my God. And what? I feel like now you know what it feels like when I watch all the anime or they like make the euphemisms for sex with all the girls. I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Actually, I found. Do you find it hilarious? Because I found that entire scene fucking hilarious. Like when what's his name showed up to the door and he takes off his shirt. And he's all
my
like,
God! I was like, when I saw him, I was like, oh shit, because everyone knows from the beginning they made him, that fucker from like, he was definitely like the fuckboy from like day one. So when he took his shirt, everyone just looked at him. I was like, in my mind, I just saw like the Brazers caption.
Yeah, the scene, that part. The part where they're all like, "Oh, Sugimoto's so cute," and then he just gets up and he actually strips off. They all strip off their pants and they're like in their fucking underwear.
Oh yeah! Oh, when they literally about to like rape Ogata, Jesus!
Take off his pants! Take off his pants!
Like, it's a little hot. No shirt, and his pants too. Like I'm like, oh god, no, not like this.
But please. This is what I love about the show is like that one scene. This wasn't even really a funny episode. I think it was like the only scene that was funny, but it was funnier than like 99% of anything else I've seen from any other show this year, probably.
Yeah, that was like, oh my god. That was crazy. Like, literally, like when the wolf guy, when his shirt starts to open, he's like, oh, a button popped off. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Like, they're actually just making fun of, like ecchi anime.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I think that's what it was. They were making fun of ecchi anime, but they're like, oh, we're gonna do it in we're just gonna make them men instead.
Yeah.
So it's not really a shonen-ai, it's just like ecchi, but with men.
And the part that really got to me was they had all this male fan service, and I think what made it even funnier is that they did have a lot of really attractive females on the show, and they just don't bother with them. Like when Inkramat came up to have sex with Tanigaki,
oh yeah,
they didn't show her breasts or anything.
No,
there was no
like an outline.
Yeah,
and they did a reference to like that one dude from season 1, the villain from season 1, who died to the wolf.
Yeah.
He covers up the gun with his shirt. Like no, don't forget about her boobs. That's
So I don't know. It's just hilarious to me. That aside, the hilarity of that scene aside, which probably was definitely the top 5 scenes of the show, but
oh yeah,
the actual story part of the episode was great too.
It was
fantastic.
Really was. That whole scene with Incarnate, I love Incarnate and Asirpa together because she was just like, I don't trust you, I don't believe you. But then Incarnate's like, I love Incarnate because she really is like a femme fatale.
Yeah,
she's really fulfilling that role very well because you don't know what role she is like or whose side she's on.
She's really hard to trust, and it's also like. I kind of like the dynamic, if she's telling the truth, the dynamic that she had with Astipa's father is very similar to the dynamic that Astipa and Sugimoto kind of have, where she's younger and she's like following along with this older guy who's on a mission.
Who's not Ainu.
Who's not Ainu, yeah. So there's a lot of parallels there, which is really cool.
That is cool. And yes, I'm so glad they finally mentioned Kiroranke as being suspicious. Like, finally. I feel like everyone, was just tiptoeing around it for so long, which is a good thing. That was so cool. That it's like, we as the viewers knew it, and I feel like the anime was just like, no, we'll just reveal this when we're ready. Not next episode, not next episode. We'll wait. And then this episode, they're like, okay, now we'll tell everybody.
I also really like how blunt Astipa is. Like, she's not fucking pulling any punches. He just shows up and like, did you kill my dad? Just tell me right now.
Did you kill my dad?
We're not playing games.
And then Incarnate's like, oh my god, this fucking idiot. Why would you just confront him like that?
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting because that whole group dynamic is like I said, like we talked about earlier, I think it was last week, where it was like, they can all fall apart at any moment. And they kind of did this episode where they're like, all blaming each other. We don't know who to trust.
We don't know who to trust either. It's Incarnate who says that Kiro killed Shipra's dad, or she's just working for Tsurumi and it's gonna get everyone killed anyways.
Yeah, so it's like hard to tell who's who. And then you have even on Ikaramat's side, she has what's his name? Tanigaki. So
yeah.
I just like seeing the divisions within their group kind of form out?
I'm actually looking at the history of fingerprinting right now.
What, you don't trust her analysis of fingerprints?
No, because I don't. Wait, no. I think. Oh, it existed at this point.
You were curious about whether it was
yeah, whether or not it existed. Yeah, if it was yeah. Because I'm just like, I'm like fingerprint now. In my mind that seemed like a little too like modern, but
I'm pretty sure, yeah, like it was not as modern as it is now. Like I'm pretty sure it was like a super niche kind of new thing that was burgeoning around that time.
The the Russo-Japanese War that took place when, like the
early 1900s, I think.
Like is it the teens or?
No, I think it's like the O's, like 1901 or something.
Oh, okay. So yeah, and 1902 was the first case, like, where they used it and they convicted a murderer, based off of the fingerprint evidence.
So then, yeah.
So yeah, that's I think that's so cool. So I just use that bit of like history.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, it does seem to be very historically accurate. At least as far as it needs to be for the story to tell itself.
Yeah.
1904, that's when it was. 1904.
Okay. So yeah, that's super appreciative. Even though I don't give a shit about history in most cases, but
I do. So I
know Oni loves history, and but yeah, no, this is just such a good episode. Now everyone's like on edge. Everyone doesn't know who to believe.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad there's only a few more episodes left.
Yeah, just like 4 more episodes.
4 more episodes.
Yikes!
I know.
And you think they're gonna make a season 3? Because they're not finished. They're not finished.
I really feel like they're gonna finish it. I feel like they're gonna do like an anime original ending to this.
Oh god, I hope.
Because I feel like that's more likely than us getting a season 3.
Oh, bitch! Like, don't make me read the manga. I'm still reading Komi. I'm still reading Komi-san. I'm still reading Komi-san. I still have to finish all of that before I have to watch this. Read this. I definitely would read this because I need to know how this ends.
Me too.
Yeah, so good.
Let us move on from that amazing work of art to another amazing work of art in Zombieland Saga Episode 9.
Okay, so you ready for an unpopular opinion?
Oh my god, we're gonna fight. Go.
We are going to fight. To me, the best part about this episode was definitely just the music number.
I will say that the best part was the music number because I like the
everything
rest
else
of the
was everything else was just like okay. There's like a few like good moments like like let me like kind of like maybe I was like bemused, but other than that, like it was just.
Well, let's talk about the music first because then I'll argue about the rest of the episode. But the music part was my favorite because it was great. That was like the best song, that was the best choreography, and they had the best outfits.
Saki literally should keep her hair down forever. Yeah, for like the rest of the season. Amazing. She won't, but she should.
Looked amazing. I really want to get the soundtrack to the series. Yeah. So yeah, best part. Also, Ty was wearing a mask, which was awesome. So cool.
She was. Oh god! Every time Ty is in a shot, like, do you remember when she was trying to drink from the water fountain?
And when she attacked Maria and just bit her like bun.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Okay. The rest of the episode, for me, I love the hell out of it because I like Saki, so it's like all of this is Saki. Like, yes, great, Saki. It wasn't as emotional as the Lily episode, and
I feel like, and that's why I can't help if you just like.
I think that this would have been great if it was 2 episodes long. It felt really rushed to me.
It really did, and it's like. Also, I kind of wish. Is it wrong that I kind of just want to see like girls like actually fighting each other? Like it just felt very
like fist fighting.
Oh my god, we're kind of like bikers, kind of.
I'll take them that they're bikers. One of them had a chainsaw.
Yeah. No. The girls, the other girl gang with like they were actually like a girl gang because they're like, oh, let's these chainsaws and shovels and all these weapons that they just literally pulled out of nowhere.
They were real. They were. First off, I love how all these middle schoolers have the resources for this shit. Like, oh yeah, we all have motorcycles and chainsaws and
what the fuck.
But so yeah, my problem with this episode was the drama part of it could have really used more time. Like, I don't know why Maria became more like a biker kind of. She was like,
it didn't make any sense besides the fact that like, oh, my mom was one as well, but I'm like,
They tried to squeeze everything into like this 2-second montage, but it didn't work. And I really feel like if this was a 2-episode long mini arc, it would have been really, really good, because I would have wanted to see more backstory for why Maria became that way, more backstory for the other 7 bosses in between her mother and Maria, or whatever. So, I could have used a bit more that way, but I do like I feel like the comedy was on point this episode.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not holding it too much against it. Like, the whole interaction with Tai in the beginning, the slow-mo with them walking up trying to be all badass and just look freaking stupid. Even the small things like the other biker gang, the boss looking like some kind of pre-cure reject villain that does not fit in the series.
Yeah.
All the characters have like ridiculous. Like, one of the girls has like a phoenix for a haircut or something.
Oh yeah.
So those parts were great, but the drama part could have been fleshed out more.
Yeah, I'm just like I just feel like. Oh god, I forgot her name. I'm trying to call her Saki.
Sakura?
No, Sakura. Lily. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I don't know what I'm thanking you, but...
You're welcome. I psychically helped you.
I feel like Lily's episode was just so... Like, that set the bar so high.
Yeah.
Like, that was almost unfair. That's why I don't... Like, I can say, like, yeah, this episode was, like, alright, and it was funny. It's just, like, it's really hard for me to not compare it to Lily's.
I don't think anything is going to beat the Lily episode.
That one was really fucking hard. That was so amazing. And this was good. It just wasn't amazing.
We'll see. I liked it a little bit more just because it kept its comedy. So I didn't really care too much about the drama.
I don't know. I feel like it didn't pull me too much. Like, for example, I think I was eating when I was watching this. Mm-hmm. Or I was doing something else when I was watching this. I think I was farming. I feel like if the anime, if this episode was, like, engaging enough, I would have stopped farming to watch. Because that's happened before, where I'm farming, and then I'm like, oh my god, anime, whoa.
Your test for determining how engaging a series is if it stops you from farming.
Like, if I had to pause to, like, look at something and be like, whoa, then, like, at least to me, that means, like, oh, it was worth stopping this mundane thing to actually pay attention.
No.
I don't know, I just didn't get that this episode.
The one thing I did also like about this episode is it got the Saki a chance to show off how badass she was.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. Like I said, I just wish there was like multiple fight scenes. I literally just I would I think if she literally just went on like, and it just erupted in an all-out brawl. Well, it still wouldn't be my episode of the week, but it would have been a very strong contender for me.
Well,
I'm just saying that's like so much of the biker lore to being a biker.
Well, there was a fight in the beginning. It just happened off screen.
Exactly, so it doesn't count. Which is my point. Like, that's my entire point.
I really wish that this series was 24 episodes instead of 12 episodes.
Same. Well, yeah, that's just how I felt about the episode.
Yeah, same. I liked it a little bit more, but I get your point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next up, let us talk about Goblin Slayer episode 9.
Well... This episode was a lot.
I kind of didn't. I guess my time for unpopular opinion. I didn't like this episode.
What?
I didn't hate this episode or whatever, but it's kind of like. I think this is what happened to you for Zombieland Saga is what happened to me for this episode. Like I tuned out for like parts of this episode where I was just like concentrating on other things, and it didn't draw me back in.
I also did that. I feel like did it happen during the Archbishop's speech? Too?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's not because I don't like the lore and the Sword Maiden and all that, or like I don't mind the talking scenes. First off, I just felt like that scene was way too long and way too confusing. Like I rewatched it this morning, just that scene, and I still don't 100% get what happened. I think I have like a good idea. Like, so the alligator was her familiar that she had in the sewers, and I think it was there to ward off adventurers and kill goblins.
Yeah.
But was the mirror hers too?
I think she was just aware of it.
And she was just afraid to go down there to kill the goblins herself?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she kill the girl in the beginning? Because they kind of insinuated that the goblins didn't kill the girl.
Or I think maybe she could, like...
Or her alligator killed it?
Maybe. I don't know. I guess I had to watch it over again as well. Yeah, I will say that part then wasn't, like...
It wasn't 100%
best.
clear, right?
Yeah, like, I feel like that scene could have been a slam dunk, and they just made it very confusing for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else was great. Like, I actually liked everything else. Like,
the beginning, it started off good. I liked the intro part with the mirror and them fighting in the enclosed room. That part was good.
That was great. Elf girl kicking him down. That was fantastic. And also, like, towards the end where, you know, they're talking about what, you know, setting it up for what feels like to be just like another city episode of them just hanging out and doing stuff.
Oh, I hope they do that. I'd really, really want a slice of life episode.
Yeah, because he's just like, I kind of want to try ice cream and da-da-da. Like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't mean to quote JoJo Talks too much, but, yeah, he's becoming more aware of, like, these people, and that, like, he's, like, a part of something.
Yeah, he's definitely opening up.
And then, like, he has, like, a responsibility to, like, not get these people killed, and to also, like, not die himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's becoming, like, much more apparent. But yeah. I don't know, just, like, the way it ended, everyone was in the wagon, they just all seemed very on the same page.
Yeah, like, they actually feel like a party.
Yeah. So, that just gave me very... you know, big feel-goods inside.
I liked, as much as I wasn't a fan of the whole maiden scene, I did kind of like the whole part with her, like, the little tiny exchange they had, like, would you come and help me to kill the goblins, even if they're just in my dreams? And he was like, yes. That was badass. Kind of romantic. But I like that scene. I hope I'm pretty sure we will see more of the Sword Maiden.
We have to. I feel like she's a very big
central character. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hope she, like, shows up at the guild and just like, oh, hey, I met you guys here. I've got a mission for you guys. I kind of want to see the Sword Maiden, the guild girl, and the priestess, like, all just... Maybe next episode where they're doing a little fan servicey thing, or what, like, slice of life episode where they're just, like, trying to compete for Goblin Slayer's attention or something.
Oh my god, that would be almost an episode of the week. Alright.
Alright. Shall we move on?
Yes, we should. Sorry, I'm sorry for snacking in the middle of the podcast. I was really hungry all day.
You're breaking the rules of the podcaster.
That's not a rule.
Next up
we have...
Go for it.
to Aru Majitsu no Index, episode 9. The conclusion of the Aqua fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Aqua looks at you and says, "You're too late, Mickey."
I thought you were ready to go for a Konosuba reference.
Oh shit, I could have done that as well. I stand by my decision. Aqua, just more of the same of using bullshit power.
I love the way they just do that. Like, I think it was someone else I was talking with in the comments of the last video, the last podcast, and they just keep doing this thing into our Majitsu no Index where it's like, oh, we have this, which works on you, and then Aqua's like, but I'm also this, and this, but also I have this power too. Do you
remember like when you were young, you used to like play pretend with your friends?
Exactly.
Yeah, like one guy who just pretends like, oh, I'm also this strong, but I also have this, but I also have this.
Also resistant to lightning and fire. Okay, here's my water attack. Oh, but also I absorb water. Like, yeah. Nothing makes sense with Aqua. He's just... I don't even know what his power is to this. After 3 episodes, I have no idea what his power... He just swings a giant-ass lance around.
I'm not saying I have much of a better understanding, but from what I gathered, he has saint powers, and he has the power of the right hand of God at the same time. Apparently, that's usually too much power for one person. It would apparently be unstable and kill him. I forgot how they explain how he's able to do both, but he just is. Oh yeah, I think it was like, oh, you have the power of the Holy Mother or something or some shit like that. I don't know. literally bullshit. Literally bullshit. Like, I feel the more I try to explain, the sillier I sound. Or the sillier I feel.
Like, remember how earlier when we were talking about Index, I was like, alright, if this was like a class, we'd get like a C on the paper on like the test, on the final. I feel like if this would be the part of the final we fail, like this would be an essay question, explain Aqua's powers, and we would just like, bomb that part of the test.
Yeah, we just have to hope that the multiple choice part will like carry us through.
We have to rely on multiple choice. What I did love about this episode was, even though Toma did show up, he didn't do as much as I was expecting him. He basically just blocked one attack and was like, "All right, guys, you do your thing." So at least he didn't steal the spotlight from Kanzaki or Itsuwa. Yeah,
I'm gonna say they did like pretty much all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, they did like 90% of it. So
99, I would say.
So I'm glad for that. They didn't make this the Toma episode. What I didn't like about this episode is Misaka.
Okay, can we fucking talk? Because I've been talking about this multiple times now. Now I'm fucking pissed.
Yes.
Now I'm actually upset about it.
Let it out. Release your anger.
What the fuck? What the fuck, JC Staff? What the fuck, Tuaru? Literally, one of the strongest 4 characters in this universe, or at least in Academy City, literally does nothing. You think she's so useless with her ability to manipulate like electricity to such a degree? Literally to the point where she can start sucking the air from the space and make everyone suffocate and die. She is totally useless. That there's just no reason. I'm telling you right now, she better literally have a whole arc dedicated to her doing shit. This better be a massive like joke where she doesn't do anything, and then that other half of this series, she is just everywhere all the time, blowing shit up with her lightning. Because if not, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed. I will actually go out of my way. I'm telling you right now, whatever score I will give this, I will lower it by a whole point just for not putting her in long enough.
She's becoming index level
right now.
She's reaching index levels of uselessness.
And I'm not okay with that. Index, it makes sense. Index is useless. Misaka, everyone's getting blown apart by Aqua. Oh, I'm just a level 5 here, just strolling. So I could go and help with my amazing power of electricity. I think he has to do something himself, even though he just got from the fucking hospital and could literally drop dead.
Yeah, she's like, her reasoning made no sense. She's like, this is something he has to do. He's like limping in the distance,
literally,
like, about to die. I can't even
see.
She's like, no, I have to stand back and let him do this. It's his battle.
Fuck.
She might have well just said, like, I wanted to help him, but I have to reserve myself for my 3rd season of Aru Majitsu no Railgun.
Wait, that's 2 seasons?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I feel like I only watched like 5 episodes of it.
But, yeah, if you take out all the Misaka scenes, I don't think the story changes at all. It's like all her scenes are pointless as hell. Her scenes are just there to reinforce the fact that, hey, she's still here. She's still in Academy City, guys. She didn't die yet. All right, back to what else is going on.
Yeah, I really hate it. It actually pisses me off now.
I hate that it gives you false hope, too. Like, that whole scene when she shows up, I'm like, oh, yes, Misaka's gonna show up. And she's even there talking, like, she gave her speech, like, no, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna fight, blah, 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 blah.
I think they knew that. I think whoever wrote this, the dialogue, they knew that. They know what they're doing. They're definitely making us suffer on purpose. I'm just saying, okay, you can fucking, what's the word? Debate us. You can debate us as long as you want. At the end of the day, if I do not see a whole fucking arc with her name on it, you will literally... I can't see you getting more than an 8.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the major weakness of this episode. More Misaka, have her actually do something. And you know, it's not even like this is biased, because it's not like Misaka is my favorite character from the series. It's just that it logically makes no sense to have this character here that's so powerful, just sitting in the sidelines.
That's not doing anything. It makes literally blows my mind. Like, why?
It'd be like if Dragon Ball Z had an arc where Goku was just like, oh, we're getting invaded by Broly? Well, you know who'll take care of this? Krillin and Yamcha will take care of this. I'm just gonna sit back and fucking chill in my house.
As you see, like, Krillin getting his like back broken in half, it just pans to like Goku doing like grocery shopping. Like, why?
Yeah, no, you can't just have like characters that are this important and powerful just sitting in the sidelines because reasons. Although I will also say the Kanzaki part was great at the end with her in the maid outfit.
Oh, the outfit where Tsumichi Kato was being a hella creep. Mm-hmm. Oh god, he made me uncomfortable. He really did. Was I the only one who felt uncomfortable?
I'm surprised he didn't get like punched in the face.
Word. I'm like, what's her name again?
Kanzaki.
When did she become like part of the harem? Was she always that way?
I think she was always like in the... Tomo's harem is so big. I think she's like one of the dark horses of his harem.
Yeah, like so dark, I literally can't see her.
She's like, coming up behind Itsuwa though, so...
She is. But Itsuwa was great this episode. Like, she is literally every episode.
Yes. And
she's been here.
I think she's going to be in the next episode, too. I think, like, Itsuwa's actually becoming a main character out of the...
I'm okay with that.
She's taking Misaka's place.
Oh, no!
This is what's happening.
Damn it. She's nowhere near as strong as Misaka, but god, her personality is so much better.
Yes.
Fuck. I'm torn.
Watch next arc, Misaka just dies off. Replaced by Itsuwa 24/7.
Or greatest plot twist, Misaka actually kills Itsuwa.
I feel like that's possible.
And then the whole arc starts with it. That's how the beginning of her arc starts. She's like, for some reason I have to kill Itsuwa. Now I'm back to being best girl.
Speaking of which, there was no Kuroko yet. At all. I think she had like one line all season. You need to fix that, JC staff, because that's best for her.
I'm like, who is she?
Exactly. We need to fix that.
No, who is she? Seriously.
You don't remember Kuroko? Misaka's roommate / obsessive lover?
Oh, the teleporting one?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, no, she needs to come back.
Exactly. Look, everyone's forgetting about her existence. We need her back.
Yeah, exactly. Bring her back. Bring Misaka back. Bring everything back.
All right. We got the Aru system. Can we move on?
Yes. To Dakaretai, episode 9.
Yes.
This was a
interesting episode.
It was very interesting. And I'm so happy. Can I tell you how happy I am that he did not... for a second, I thought this whole episode was going to be the flashback again, but from Saijo's point of view.
I thought it was going to be a recap episode. I was like,
going to be like...
I was getting ready to not watch it, because I'm like, oh, this is a recap episode from Saijo's point of view.
I was about to literally just lose my mind and be like, oh god, why? But no, that's not what happens. I mean, yes, that does happen, but it's like...
This kind of felt like half an episode, because at least 1/3 of the episode was just flashbacks from Saijo's point of view.
It was. And then the introduction of his grandmother, who literally looks like the most amazing grandmother on... Like, how old is your mother when she had you? 17? Yikes.
Well, they made her look super old in the... well, they didn't even make her look old. They just kind of like put wrinkles on her face and put her in the...
Yeah, they're just like, oh, I just look like... Now I look like an appropriate grandmother. But before then, I basically could have been your mother. Like...
She looks super young. Actually, first when they showed her, I was like, is this like his girlfriend from like the past or something?
Yeah. And then something weird happened after they introduced her. Apparently, for some reason, cut to like present day, all of a sudden he remembers like that one part where Junta says that he loves him.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was something really like funny but sweet but cool happened. Like it was like he felt like he was... This is gonna sound very cliche, but he was like almost like overcome by like, the power of love, which apparently just like transformed, like made his performance and everything about him just like 10 times stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was actually kind of cool. Even though it was like it's cliche as hell, but the execution was cool because it's like, love makes me stronger, but then like it cuts to, like this action scene where he's like fighting, having a sword fight.
They actually did a decent job of the action scene. Like it was better than I expected them to do it.
Yeah.
And it actually, the play itself, I was like, shit. I was kind of hoping this whole episode would just be the play because the play looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, right. It was good. Like we didn't expect like that play seemed so like. I thought it was like, oh, I'm a demon, time to kill you, and then that's it. Like, no, it was actually very intricate for being part of an anime.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like based on a real play. Is that a real thing? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it was. But yeah, he was like, I don't know. I feel like he's like his heart just like fully opened this episode, as opposed to him just being all like, oh, like, yeah, I like him. And he's like, I don't know, where he used to be acting super tsundere, except when he gets pinned down. And he's like, no, you can't do it to me like this. No. But now he's just like, oh, I love him. Oh, he turned into Tom Cruise, like, during that interview with Oprah.
Yeah.
Except it was more internal. Thank God.
I kind of like this episode because I like it. I like that it's all told specifically from his perspective, so I kind of relate to him a lot more now. And also, it was just, I think this like was just a straightforward, interesting episode. There was a little bit of that love thing, like, oh yeah, I'm better at acting now because of love, but it wasn't like overly dramatic or overly romantic or anything. Yeah, it felt natural. So.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh, someone's performing better because they're in love, and, like, that's the thing that, you know, we as humans, we're aware of, like, we're aware of that happening.
Yeah, they didn't linger on it. It didn't feel like it was forced down my throat or something.
Oh, it's relatable. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, relatable.
Very relatable. Yeah, super good. I really like this episode. Well done.
Good job, guys. You've come a long way since that first episode.
They really have. Ooh, they really have. All right. Let's move on to our last episode of the podcast, Senran Kagura, episode 8.
The main cast is back.
I know. Okay, can you explain to me, like, all, like, the types of ninjas? Because I'm, like, I feel like there's, like, the good, the bad, the neutral, and, like, rogue. Is that it?
Well, the rogue ninjas usually are just, like... Yeah, I guess they're kind of separate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's good ninjas, there's neutral ninjas, there's evil ninjas, and then there's, like, ninjas that have, like, their own agenda that doesn't really fall into the other categories.
Is that who, Is that who the girl with like, tan skin? Is she, like, a rogue ninja?
No, she's, like, evil.
The tanned one is also evil?
Yeah, Homura, right? That always talks with Asuka.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's evil.
And so is the one with the short white hair?
I don't know if they're neutral or evil. I think she's also evil.
Oh, okay, so they're both evil.
Yeah. I want to say, like, each school represents, like, some kind of, like Yumi's school is good.
Yeah.
And then Asuka's probably neutral.
Neutral?
Yeah. But I know Homura's is evil, so.
Oh. Doesn't seem like it. They seem like more.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you don't really. Even the evil ninjas aren't really evil. They're just, like, intimidating. That's about it.
I don't even find her intimidating. She's just like. She just reminds me a lot about. She reminds me of like. Isn't she basically, framed after Masamune?
I think so.
Because that's what she seems like, and he
Yeah.
doesn't seem evil. She just kind of just seems like she wants to do her own thing. So I just thought she was like the rogue ninjas.
Either way, the lore of Senran Kagura aside, I'm glad to have the main cast back because a lot of my favorite characters, like Katsuragi from the main cast, are back. So even though she just
is that the one who just bundled everyone's
yep.
titties?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep. You understand why she's my favorite, I guess.
Yeah. I actually like. I guess you'll understand this too. Hibari and the eye patch girl.
Yeah.
I love them because they're so cute together. Are they like a couple?
They are pretty much like the unofficial shipped couple where they always have like interactions with each other and yeah.
Oh my god, they're so cute. I think they literally just jumped up so high. That one interaction where she was just like, "Hey, stop it, or else I won't like you anymore." And she's like, "Oh no, don't do that. I'd be sad." And I'm like, "Oh, that's actually like adorable."
Yeah, they're good together. I don't know. I feel like the Senko Gecko thing where they're like about to commit suicide was.
Oh my god, that was so extra.
It's like, all right, guys, chill out.
Yeah, like it's not that serious. Like usually this is when you guys like disappear and be like, "I need to find ourselves" or something stupid like that. But straight up suicide, like you guys are like. I know you guys are preteens and you have lots of emotions.
We got a couple of Sasuke's over here, guys.
Literally, like, yeah, I get it. You're adolescent girls, so you're going through puberty and you're feeling a lot of emotions. But suicide is not the answer. But that did suck. That Bubuki literally just said ashes to ashes and dust to twins.
Peace, I'm out with my fucking evil monster girl. We're gonna challenge the world.
Basically. Also, that's a very interesting concept that they brought up in the beginning. That fact that Yoma aren't, like, inherently evil, or at least they're attacking out of, like, self-preservation or self-defense.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I want to learn more about that.
That's interesting. I love how Asuka was just like, don't listen to her point of view, just kill her.
Yeah.
Don't even give her the time of day. Just
it was me wonder. I'm like, does Asuka know something that we don't know?
I kind of feel like she does, because she's been acting all season like she has some kind of knowledge about what's going on without actually telling anyone. And now she's being all sneaky and like running around doing her own thing.
Yeah, like you thought after everyone was freed that she'd be like back to normal. Like, no, she's still really being weird as fuck.
Going out to meet Kagura and be like, yo, leave all these Yoma to me. I'm gonna seal them and kill myself.
Literally. And I'm just like, or you could just get Kagura to... I don't know, I feel like she knows like she knows why the Yoma are attacking like this, and she doesn't want to kill them. Like she's going out of her way to not kill them.
Right.
And so she has to repay some debt.
Interesting. I like how that there's plot to the fan service anime this season.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. They've developed their plot a lot more. Even though from what I saw from next week, I feel like they're gonna just be like, all right, we're a little too plot heavy, guys. Here's some
here's some fan service episode again.
Yeah,
which is fine. I'm fine with that as long as it's interesting and it keeps. At least it's doing something. It's not just like a repetitive show that's just gonna do the fan service and nothing else. There's something that separates it from the other ecchi anime that are constantly airing all the time.
What are you talking? Wait, no, I think I was about to kind of mock Queen's Blade, but you said Queen's Blade is actually good.
Queen's Blade to me is similar to this, where it's like very lore heavy and there's actual stuff going on.
Okay, let me think of another one. No, I have it. What
You're not gonna be able to think of one because they're all just generic, and that's kind of my point.
I know. I'm just like shit. I'm trying to think of a title of one, but they're just all seem so stupid. Bikini Warriors.
Bikini Warriors. What about Bikini Warriors?
That's okay. Wow. I thought at the very least you would know of Bikini.
I know
Warriors.
of Bikini Warriors, but it's not like.
That seems like just very mindless ecchi, is it?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, that's the point.
That qualifies. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
mindless ecchi shows like Bikini Warriors, and I'm trying to also think of one as another example, but I can't because
there is one that was like recent. That's called something with the name Sin inside of it.
Oh yeah, there was one that was like 7 Deadly Sins or.
It's not like another anime.
It is. It was like, but this one was also about 7 Deadly Sins. I just forget what it was called. Don't confuse the two; they're vastly different shows.
Yeah, guys, don't watch it on Netflix. It's vastly better from what I've been told.
But yeah, no. So this one at least has its identity as a show, aside from just its fan service. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. And if you appreciate this podcast, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing so you can be up to date with all of our new releases. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Twitch and join the party over our Discord. And if you want to go the extra mile, make sure you donate on Patreon, like these lovely donors up here who make this show possible. Drew, you have anything to add?
Guys, it's 9:04 p.m. on Sunday night. The date is December 2nd, 2018. Currently, I am on box 6 of the Santa event.
Box 6?
If I don't make it, just tell my level 1 Vlad, that I love him, and I'm so sorry that I didn't have enough time to get him to level 100. That hopefully in the next life I'll pull him once again.
Well, since Drew has his will out of the way, this has been Soberoni and
Drewy Doo.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Later.
Bye.